Hello, hello, hello. Got a quick lesson for you. Just doing a few more questions on graphs, answering questions. We're not drawing them. And then you're moving on to graphs in the media. But if you're in class, I'm going to let Smith do that one for you. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. We've got a histogram here on the side and got a bunch of questions to do for it. First thing it asks us to do is to draw a polygon, except this is the wrong type of graph. You can't do they're meant to have a gap. So your histograms, they're meant to have a little gap for you to draw the polygon. So like the first column like that, second column kind of like this. And then with the polygon, you're meant to go from here, right in the corner, to the middle of each one. That's the way it's meant to be done. So they've given you a bad graph there. Oh, and down to finish. So you're going to skip A. Next one, how many people were surveyed? We're going to have to add up all the frequencies. We have to add up 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 3, 4, 10, 12, 15. What was the mode? Which mode is the most common? Which one occurred the most? And that, oh, you got to look at that there. Is this one here. But even the way they've drawn it, is that meant to be 16, 18? It's a little bit wonky. I'm going to assume that's the case and say 22. But it's very strange how there's no 17, 18, etc. No odd numbers. Very strange. What's the range? Range is the highest minus the lowest. So we're going to go with... no, don't worry. Mr. Smith might correct me. I'm going to stick with what I've got here. 30 minus 16. Highest minus lowest, so the range is 14. The mean, this one we have to use our calculator for. So what do we have? We've got a 16. And then we've got two 18s. Then a 20. Then 6 lots of 22. Then 2 lots of 24. Then a 26. Then a 28. Then a 30. And quick check. 16 times 2, 18, 20. And then 20 that. 2 times that. Good. And then that's 336 was our sum. The sum of all the scores, 336. Oh, you can't see that. My fault. Silly me. I only just realized. So we have to divide by the number of people. And there were 15 people. And it should be somewhere in the 20, 22, 23 area. 22.4. If you got a mean of, say, 3, you and you need to question that. So, because we're expecting the means somewhere in the middle. Longest time taken. Someone took 30 minutes. That's the largest one. Least amount of time, 16, down the bottom. How many people's daily commute takes 24 minutes? 24 minutes, we said 2. And what is wrong with the frequency histogram? Heaps of stuff. Firstly, there's no gap. No half column gap at the start. That's important. But also, there's even minutes only. That's very strange. Very strange. And also, the labels don't quite line up. The labels don't quite line up. It's a very strange graph. I'm just going to do one more of these. This is just a warm-up. All right, let's hope this graph... Oh, look, they've done it again. They don't have the gap again. Silly. So silly. Going to have to... I don't like zooming out, but I'll slide over. Right to the edge. You don't need to see 4A, B, etc. So we can get more of the graph in. All right. Ooh, draw a polygon. No. Not going to. Mode, most common, 0.55 seconds. Put the units there. How many teenagers were surveyed? Add up the frequencies. So 1 plus 2. Oh, right. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6. Yes, that is a 5. Plus 8 plus 7, plus 2, plus 1, plus 1. We don't need to add there's a 0 there, 0 there. Let's skip them. So 1, 3, 5, 10, 16, 22, 29, 31, 32, 33. I almost made a mistake. It's a sign I should check it again. 5, 10, 16, 22, 29, 31, 33. Good. How many teenagers have reaction time of 0.60? Over here, 7. Mean, same thing in the calculator. What we have, you have to say, well, those are 0.25, and then there are 2 lots of 0.35, and 2 lots of 0.4. I don't need to put 40, that's not necessary. 5 lots of 0.45, and then there's 6 times 0.5, and then there's 7 lots of, 7 lots of 0. 6. No, we're up to the 8 times that. Yeah, I almost skipped that. I almost skipped our biggest one. This is why you need to take your time in maths. Even if you're in a hurry, you got to slow down. 2 times 0.65 and 0.75 plus 0.8. So the sum there, the sum of the scores using our calculator was 18.45. It takes long enough to write that out in a calculator. I don't like writing anything more than that on the page. It just takes too long. Now, I didn't check it, which is dangerous. 2 times 0.4, 5 lots of 0.45, 6 lots of that, 8 lots of that, 7 lots of that, 2 lots of that, 7, 5, 8. Good. Happy with that. And then we divide by the number of scores, and we said there are 33 of them. And we're expecting the median's going to be, let's just, somewhere in this area. Somewhere from 0.5 to 0.6. Oh, right in the middle. 0.559 seconds. Why don't we just make that 0.60 to 2? Oh, 60. 56. Woof. Is that 9 that saw me went, I've got to round up. But no. Range. Highest minus lowest. 0.80 minus 0.25. So that's 0.55. Total reaction time of all the... That's a strange... we needed to do that for the mean. That's our 18.45. But that's a... Why would you ask that? No. It doesn't make sense. It's like... How many pumpkins you sold today? And just... It's not a meaningful question. Silly. And the shape. Now this is good. So shape in the data. Last 2. Shape. Is this symmetrical? No, it's not symmetrical. So is it skewed left or is it skewed right? Is it positive or negative? So I'd say it's skewed that way. So we call that negatively skewed. So skewed to the left. And the type of data. Is it categories? Is it numbers? Well, it's definitely numbers. These reaction times are numbers, so it's numerical. And then is it discrete or is it continuous? So reaction time. Is it possible to have, say, 0.51 reaction time? 0.51 seconds? 0.232? Yeah, it is. You can have, time can be split up. So this is continuous. Time can be split up into more precise intervals there. They're just limited by what they measured. So that's it. That's it. I just want to do a quick bit of that to get us warmed up, and then into reaction time. So Mr. Smith will teach you that. For those who are away, I'll put up a video. And there's that one as well. Mr. Smith, he can do that if he wants. But I want to move on, get onto some of the we've been doing mode and shape and all that for too long. So I'm going to stop there, and see you next time.